श्री दशरथ तांभाले जी को। श्री दशरथ तांभाले जी इसके बाद अपना प्रेजेंटेशन देंगे। मिस्टर दशरथ तांभाले, डायरेक्टर एग्रीकल्चर आत्मा, कमिश्नरेट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर कम हेड PIU एग्रीकल्चर स्मार्ट प्रोजेक्ट। मैं सर से दरख्वास्त करती हूं कि कृपया वो अपना प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू करें। मिस्टर दशरथ तांभाले।
Thank you, ma'am. So, yesterday we discussed in brief in inaugural session about the SMART project. It's a World Bank assisted project, and Government of Maharashtra sought for a soft loan from World Bank. And this is a brief presentation. I will be very brief because the sessions are getting delayed. So I will not take much of your time. So the project for any World Bank project, there is objective statement, and the objective statement for this project is to support development of inclusive and competitive agriculture value chains, focusing on smallholder farmers and agripreneurs in Maharashtra. So that explains everything. Now the project cost is it's actually $300 million. At that time it was 2,100 crores. The project duration is 7 years, from 2021 to 26-27. Of course, we lost almost 2 years in the COVID, so we expect to extend the project by at least 1 year. The project components, there are 4 components: enhancing institutional capacity to support agriculture transformation, supporting enterprise growth and expanding market access, building risk mitigation and risk management and mitigation, and project management monitoring. So I will skip all other things. What is there for farmers? So I will concentrate on only those components which are there for farmer producer companies or for the involvement of farmers. So we have conceptualized about 5 kinds of different value chains. So what are those value chains? First is the productive partnership, wherein there would be a fixed buyer or a group of buyer, and a farmer producer company would be attached to that for institutional buying. We call them as a community buyer, community based organizations. Then the market access plan. In market access plan, wherever now the farmers are selling, there may not be a fixed buyer, but they need to find a new market. Suppose today they are selling their produce in the local APMC, they need to find a market which may be another state of a domestic market, or they may export their produce. Third one is warehouse based sub project. This is for the primary agriculture cooperative societies to improve their existing warehouses and to construct new warehouses, and to provide the decentralized warehousing services at village level. Then there is a complementary innovation investment. This is for the agri startups, particularly those shortlisted agri startups. If they provide certain services to the farmer producer companies, their fees to the extent of 50% can be subsidized from the project. And the last one is smart cotton. Cotton being the very important commodity of the Maharashtra. So there are certain challenges in the value chain of cotton. So to address those challenges, the last type of another value chain is contemplated. Now a brief pictorial presentation. There would be a group of farmers, and that will be registered as a farmer producer company, as a FPO you can say. What the SMART project would do: capacity building, production technology, and post harvest infrastructure. In all these 3 areas, the project will offer help to these farmer producer companies, and the condition would be that they need to connect it with the buyers. The buyer, the end users, may be a processor, exporter, or a retail chain. Then the second would be market access plan. This is another type of value chain development sub project, wherein the support provided is the same, but they need to connect with the new markets. Then the third, this is bit complicated, warehouse based sub project, wherein the warehouses at village level, they will be upgraded either, or new warehouses will be constructed at primary cooperative societies level. And of course, for all these types of value chain development sub projects, certain criteria are there for selection of community based organizations. Means they need to have certain number of shareholders, they need to have certain paid up capital, they need to have certain audited balance sheet, etc. Based on those criteria, these are being selected. Now, so far we had a target of about 1300 certain community based organizations are supposed to be selected. So far we have selected 1215, and these are in first column you are looking at, these are the project implementation units. For example, agriculture department, MAVIM, that is Mahila Arthik Vikas Mahamandal, MSRLM, Maharashtra State Rural Livelihood Mission, Animal Husbandry Department, and the VSTF, that is Village Social Transformation Foundation. Now, so far we have sanctioned 600 sub-projects of these community-based organizations, the cost of which is about 1200 crore, and SMART would contribute 730 crore. And so far we have released grants to 222 community-based organizations, and the actual amount disbursed to them is about 132 crore. So what kind of infrastructure is being erected by these farmer producer companies? Primarily warehouses. So far 412 warehouses have already been sanctioned. The primary processing units for grains, etc., 186, dal mills 69, flour mills 28, rice mills, then the onion storage structures 51, then the custom hiring center for farmers, these farmer producer companies 253. Likewise, for cold chain development also 53 farmer producer companies have received the grants. Then these are the kind of infrastructure being erected. This is one of completed project in Latur district, and another one is one in Bid. Then this is also about the Latur. Now they are into business of procurement for the NAFED, and particularly the chickpea and other grains are being aggregated and procured by these farmer producer companies. This is about the custom hiring center, and this is about the, now this is the next component, expanding market access and supporting enterprise growth, about the B component only. Now I will not go into this, because these farmer producer companies need certain handholding at production level also, because the production should be market oriented. They need to produce the quality and quantity as per need of their buying partner, their buyers. So for that there will be a kind of handholding, technical assistance for crop demonstrations, trainings, farmer field schools. So this we contemplate into a new capsule called Value Chain Development School. Means this will not be just a transfer of technology or a dissemination of technology for increasing productivity, but the extension activities which looks to the market. As per need, those technologies will be transferred. For example, we are organizing one, it is not mentioned here, Tech Market Meet, wherein we are calling all the buyers, all the technology providers of that crop on one forum and analyzing the existing value chain. And there will be a dialogue between all actors of value chain, what difficulties they are facing in a certain value chain and how to overcome. And those solutions will be pushed through the project so that the value chain gets improved and its efficiency increases. Now this is again about the progress. This is about smart cotton also. In smart cotton, there are in cotton value chain there are two challenges. One is the industry says that they are not able to get the homogeneous cotton, means of a equal staple length and a clean one. Whereas farmer says, if I am getting price based on the weight and not based on the quality, then why should I go for a uniform staple length, etc.? Why should I address that thing? Unless farmers' take in lint based marketing is increased, this gap will not be fulfilled. So what we are doing, we are selecting about 200 farmers in a village, registering them as a group, then providing them all sort of technologies required for production of a homogeneous and clean cotton. As far as possible, only one variety will be grown in that group, and a lot of 500 quintals will be brought to the ginning mill, and there the farmer group will be involved in preparing the bales. Those bales will be owned by that group, and they will sell those bales on the platform of our Cotton Federation government body. And in that they will be able to get the remuneration of seed cost immediately, and they will be able to store the cotton in warehouses. Now you may say this is very complicated, but we are into that. We are doing this into 60 blocks of 12 districts in Maharashtra. Last year we could convert those, means the people who were selling the raw cotton, we could tell them and we could convince them to convert the raw cotton into bales, and they did so. That has been well demonstrated last year. We are expecting this year this will be across the state in 12 districts, and that will be the kind of different value chain than what is today. This is again regarding the component B only. Then this is regarding the market access infrastructure for fruits and vegetables also. Then there are two entities related to animal husbandry department. One is the backyard poultry and another is the goat. These are the two commodities where we are also developing the value chains with the help of community based organizations. These are all extension activities. There is another component of enterprise development support. For example, the women SHGs, etc., they need to prepare the project reports for different government schemes. So there will be a dedicated service for preparing the project reports of such entities. Then we are into a small pilot project, urban food pilot for Pune municipality, for Pune municipal corporation, sorry. So it is being implemented in the area of Pune municipal corporation, wherein there will be a IEC campaign for safe food. Then upgradation of slaughterhouse of owned by Pune municipal corporation to suffice the standards of APEDA accreditation. Then 6 urban farmer markets would also be developed, and those markets, the farmer producer companies in the periphery of Pune city would supply the vegetable and fruits to these markets, and those will also be trained in how to produce the safe vegetables and how those also will be up to the MRL level. Then we have already shortlisted farmer producer companies and shortlisted markets also. There is something happening on this also. Then the building risk mitigation in component C. There are two components. One is the with the help of Warehousing Development Corporation. As everybody talks of, we are trying to practice that. A blockchain technology, startup has already developed a blockchain technology to manage the warehousing activities of Maharashtra Warehousing Development Corporations. And not only means all other services like pledge loan, etc., to the farmers is being already sanctioned through this project. Then we have also another one project implementation unit called Maharashtra Cooperative Development Corporations. They are working with the primary agriculture cooperative societies. Then MSRLM and MAVIM, they are into mobilization of women into SHGs and federating SHGs into farmer producer companies. They can also be the beneficiary in the project. We too have a small market intelligence and cell and risk mitigation cell, wherein we are preparing the advisories for what would be the prices. At least twice farmers should get an advisory before sowing. So how much of area should be brought under certain crop based on the forecast of market. And the second, after harvest, for how many days he should store or he should go for selling the product immediately. So for that, based on the international market, the commodities grown in Maharashtra are very much integrated with the global chain. For example, more than 50% of our entire area is under soybean and cotton. Now these commodities, we are not the only producer. For example, in soybean, our stake is only 4%. But in Maharashtra, more than 40 lakh hectare area is under soybean. So based on the global scenario, the prices are decided. So for that, to disseminate the advisories, we have such cell in the project. Now, so far, what we predicted and what the actual prices were, more or less, the predictions made by this cell were up to the mark. This kind of weekly price monitoring and forecast reports are being published and circulated to all farmer producer companies. Those are working with the smart project, and we through the social media also. Now there are many other components like access to finance. We are working with the banks. For example, we do have a Government of India scheme called AIF, Agri Infrastructure Fund, wherein 3% of interest subvention is offered to these farmer producer companies or any investor who are into the primary processing of any agriculture produce. 3% interest subvention and up to 2 crores there is a credit guarantee through CGT MSC. So for promoting and having a convergence of these components with our project, there is a access to finance cell is already there. Then there are many components. I will keep this presentation, and already we have a website, smart.org. You can visit and know about this project. So this is all about project. I have talked about this yesterday also, and about 100 APOs are there who are the beneficiaries and participating in this exhibition. Now most important thing I want to tell you, I want to make a kind of appeal to all of trade, that now hereafter the baton you need to carry. Means certain capacities are already been built with these farmer producer companies, but they badly need market access. They want to develop their market. Now the question was, you were unable to access the farmers because their produce is too little. They were not able to aggregate their produce. Now that has already been done, and beyond that certain infrastructure has also been provided to them. This is not the only project through which we are doing this. There is another project called Magnet, which is exclusive for horticultural crops. There is another initiative called POCRA. I have talked about that yesterday. Project on climate resilient agriculture. There also there are funds for agribusiness. Then there is another scheme called Chief Minister Food Processing Scheme for in Maharashtra only. Then there is a PMFME, Prime Minister Formalization of Small and Medium Enterprises in Food Processing. So these all schemes put together, more than 10,000 crores are being spent to develop the agribusiness of small farmers collectives. Now hereafter the real challenge lies how to connect these people with the market, and that is why I think this event has already been organized, and we are trying our best and this is an appeal to entire trade and those who are the institutional buyers to connect with the beneficiaries or the farmer collectives, and we are very open on that count, and this is a kind of appeal to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the presentation loaded with this crucial information. May I invite DG Bombay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Shri Sandeep Khosla ji, to kindly come upon the stage. I request him to felicitate Sir Shri Dashrath Tambhale ji. Thank you very much.